Depression does not exist. If you're sad, just do a push-up, eat a raw cabbage, buy my health products. If I were to say that medical studies have proven my supplements worked in the slightest, then it would be 100% true that I said that. Oh, you're sad that your pet got trampled by a car. Grief isn't real, gink. Do a second push-up, eat a raw egg, use code V for 3% off your monthly subscription. Build weekly. So you're at the top of the Golden Gate Bridge and you're thinking about speedrunning to the Pacific. Suicide's not real. If it was, then why would I need to censor it? It is physically impossible. Go ahead, try if you don't believe me. Officer, how was I supposed to know it wouldn't work again? Your Honor, if suicide is real, then why am I being charged with 8 counts of homicide? Capital punishment isn't real. All I have to do is manifest myself out of this chair. You'd be hard-pressed to find a more prolific breeding ground for anecdotal expertise than the field of mental health. Who would know most about the intricacies of depression if not me, because I was sad once? As it turns out, pretty much everyone. The most egregious misunderstanding stems from one's failure to acknowledge that their experience is not the experience, to the point that they will even question the existence of depression or at least its severity. It's easy to fall into the belief that everyone's brain works exactly the same as your own, but it's even easier to not be such a fucking gink. One of the biggest problems on the internet is people pretending they have expertise in a subject that they have zero experience in. An even bigger problem is people pretending they have expertise in a subject they have a small amount of experience in, because this sliver of knowledge affords them the confidence to belt out the dumbest amalgam of words imaginable. You know, it's weird, I'm actually the first person to observe this phenomenon. MFs will frown once and immediately believe they've been bestowed otherworldly knowledge on the complications of the mind, telling you the best ways to stave off depression, lecturing you on how doctors are just pill-peddling charlatans, and declaring that this condition afflicting millions is nothing more than a hoax. As you listen to my schizoid thoughts, bear in mind I'm just a guy on the internet. I don't have the same experience and knowledge as someone who studied the human psyche in college for 8 years, because I actually have an even better understanding since I have my age amount of years experience on the subject. You may think a sample size of 1 is too small, but I know a guy that agrees with me. He just goes to a different video is all. Listen, here's my 5-step plan to curing every mental illness in the book. Step 1. Be born. The following steps might be difficult for you if you do not do this. Step 2. Have functioning ears. I still haven't figured out captions, so this is a necessity moving forward. Step 3. Watch this video that you are currently watching. I provided a link to this video in the description in case you didn't have it already. Step 4. Purchase my free $800 course to learn what Step 5 is. Trust me, you won't want to miss out on this information. Hey, wait, what's that? Down there. Is that an unclicked subscribe button? Huh, you better do something about that if you know it's good for you. Oh, was that a threat? Anyways, the mental misunderstanding many maintain essentially emanates from empathy, which, according to these statistics, let me see, rounding up, 0% of the internet population has. To explain it to my fellow sociopaths, empathy is when you see someone with a missing leg and you shear off your own leg to understand what it's like to be in their shoe. Mentally, you do so mentally. Don't truncate your own limb. This will allow you to more aptly imagine how difficult and real their struggle is. However, mental disorders, such as depression, are not tangible. Therefore, when someone imagines a depressed person, they can only relate that back to their own personal experiences. If you feel blue, decide to exercise, then you feel happy, it becomes easy to see that as an antidote for depression. The problem is that sadness and depression are not one and the same. As someone with the dreaded MDD, here's how I would describe the difference. Sadness is a symptom that stems from a lack of happiness or a source of unhappiness. Depression is a weight that makes sadness feel heavier and joy feel muffled. A far better emotion to compare depression to is grief. No one would go, "Oh, a dumb baby's sad that his parents perished in a house fire. Just do some push-ups, you'll feel better." Okay, maybe I'd tweet that, but that's beside the point. If you've lost someone close to you, you can empathize and understand that even though working out can definitely help, it will not automatically cure them. It is a complicated and arduous process that cannot simply be remedied by a good pump. Treating depression like someone's just bummed out is, at best, unhelpful. I'll let you in on a little secret. The single best treatment for depression is non-existent. The only people that would quarrel with that are charlatans, lobotomites, and my supplement company. Sign up now for a free quarter-pill sample, shipping not included. Whether it be therapy or SSRIs, lifestyle changes or holistic treatments, one size does not fit all. I feel more than comfortable saying antidepressants saved my life, but suggesting that pills will work for everyone would make me a Gastern Lumix. Likewise, if you had depression and just sucked it up, suggesting that others should simply do the same would make you a Gastern Lumix. So while there is no best treatment for depression, there is absolutely a worst one. It is not essential oils or normal pills, it is the unwillingness to explore options you are not comfortable with. The order in which you try treatments does not matter, it's the ability to move on to new ones if they do not work. Many are weary about things like SSRIs, and that is valid, and I hear you. But if everything else fails, just ask yourself, would I rather be principled or happy? At the end of the day, whether you're a science simp or staunchly against Big Pharma, we all want the same thing. A goth GF that is mentally unsound. Also a society where as many people as possible can thrive. The problem is, goths are being led to extinction and many people have very different views on how best to achieve that. The best you can do is be understanding and keep an open mind, and remember that a majority of people discussing the subject have pure intentions, even if you view their ideals as cringe. Or you could just gaslight, bully, and threaten people until they are emotionally shattered, which is what I usually do. The choice is yours. But do you know what's not your choice? Hitting that subscribe button. You see, I just necromanced my boy Teddy here and gave him your home address. In 5 to 7 business days, you will receive a quaint little package, but only if you do not ring that bell. Alright, bye bye.